Welcome back, gamers. Today we are doing some Mario Kart Double Dash because we are doing a double upload. And you can thank Jeb and David for that, retweeting my account and exposing me to the unwashed masses. And so we need to give the masses what they've been looking for, and that's some Mario Kart Double Dash. And I was hoping we could discuss the Didache as well. Oh boy, that's not good. The Didache is an incredible small document that was written in roughly 80 AD, and it is a collection of teachings of the apostles. And it was kind of formed in a similar way as if you had like a Google document, Google worksheet, you know, where you can have multiple authors that come in and edit it. And wow, that was a really good time there. Yeah, so there isn't a single author to the Didache. It's just a collection that was edited and put together by various people across the surrounding region of Judea. And what's really crazy about it is how simple of a document it is for claiming to be the teaching of the 12 apostles. It's so short, and it's to the point. It tells you what the path of life and the path of death are. Things you should do and things you shouldn't do. And what's really great about it is it says just straight up stuff like, you know, don't do abortion. No, abortion is not okay, right? And stuff like that, like don't lust, for it leads to fornication, or some stuff like that, you know, like basic Christian virtues and basic ethics of the Christian faith, and indicating that the faith is something that is lived and not just expressed by merely saying you believe something, right? There's a lived participation within the life of the church, and the Didache lays that out right away. And it's kind of helpful that there's all these different things that says do this and don't do this, right? Because it kind of limits what you need to do in the regards of it's like telling somebody, okay, be virtuous, and they're like, oh well, where do I start? Oh, be nice. And it's like, well, what do I need to do exactly to be nice, you know? Or like, don't hate your brother, love your brother. And it's like, well, how do I demonstrate that I love my brother, or, you know, stuff like that, right? It sets forth something that you can actually do, something concrete, so you're not just left in these abstracts of justice or kindness or something, right? Not that those are bad, but it guides the reader to the point where they don't need to rely on their own intellect or imagination as to what these things mean. And I really like the symbolism of this kind of duality between things that you do and things that you don't do. Path of light and path of dark. These kinds of symbolism can be really cool when there's an actual apostolic connection to it. And so not only does it lay out all these virtues and vices that are common to Christians, but it also outlines things like baptism and communion and communion on the first day of the week, which just puts to shame all the Judaizers that desire to go to church on Saturday, There was a lot of Jewish converts that wanted to remain obedient to the law because they thought it was a virtuous and necessary thing, not understanding the life in Christ and the liberty in Christ. But that's a whole nother conversation. I keep stuffing up like that. But yeah, so it outlines very fast like what you are supposed to do, how you participate in the church, and what the church is. It outlines that the church is fundamentally from Jesus Christ through the apostles and through then the bishops that have been installed apostolically, like the succession from the apostles and the structure of bishops. There's just simply no way any Protestant can honestly look at the Didache and then point to their church being closer to what the apostles had, unless they dispute the... Wow, I'm really losing here, guys. Unless they dispute the validity of the Didache, which I'm sure they would, but... Regardless, that document, the Didache, was what really started my journey towards in Orthodoxy, because I saw it and I'm like, wow, this is exactly what I needed to see. This is an exact link between the New Testament, the church you read in the New Testament, and then the church you can read about in a textbook, of history or something. And it validates all of the early church fathers that you see, like Irenaeus and Ignatius and Polycarp. And from then you can see the connection between them and the Nicene fathers and so on and so forth. It's like the missing link for many Protestants. And if only it was more common knowledge and included in the canon, I feel like things would have been so much easier if it simply was in the canon. And so many fathers thought it should have been in the canon, but the biggest reason it wasn't was because it was a document that was kind of collectively formed. It wasn't there wasn't a single author that you could directly point to. It was like that Google Doc kind of analogy that I said. Yeah, and it even believe it or not, it has the whole Christian worldview in it, the Didache, because not only does it cover ethics and how... Oh no, bros, I don't think we're gonna make it. We really gotta step on the pedal here. That's not what we want to see. All right, let's catch up. Wow, that's not good. We need some fast items here. Okay, yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay, nope. But yeah, even at the end of the Didache, it even mentions like the Antichrist and like the eschatology of the Christian. Which is great, because it's basically a complete worldview in a matter of a few paragraphs, really. Oh, bros, no! We were so close. Did we get it though? Did we get the gold? We did. We made it. We're all gonna make it. Award ceremony. Here we go. Incredible. But yeah, definitely check out the Didache if you haven't already. You can Google it. It's on New Advent. It's like few paragraphs. It's incredibly short. Definitely worth checking out. And yeah, we'll leave it off with DDD for Didache Double Dash, since that was the theme for today. There we go. All right, thank you guys. We'll see you later.